From under the dome at Tropicana Field, MLB Network is live and on the air. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Alex Cobb will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, if you look at the rotation, this is the guy everybody questions. How is he still in? ERA over 5 last season. But what I see is a guy that they trust. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go be out there and battle. And let's just see if maybe he can turn this trend around of inconsistency.
Standing in, the leadoff man, Jacoby Ellsbury. So we are ready for baseball.
Ellsbury.
And the first pitch of the night here is looked at for ball 1, and we are underway in Tampa. And Harold, as we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight, they didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Well, you're excited that the season starts, but you lose game 1 at home, and I tell you what, you feel the pressure already. The home crowd wants to see that W. You don't want it to linger. You go out there in game 2 and you try to knock off that first home win.
Hit out towards second. Throw on to first, and Ellsbury's the ground down victim to open up the ball game. With that, here's a look at the Yankees' starting lineup. HR, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, the key to this game for me, they're facing a team that makes a lot of errors. Put the ball in play. When they're on the defensive side and you know you're struggling, you don't want the ball hit to you. So what do you do on the offensive side? Hit it to them. Put it in play.
Here's Brett Gardner now. Lifetime history with Alex Cobb. Comes in with 6 hits in 20 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Hit hard towards second, but this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2.
Batting third, catcher Gary Sanchez.
So coming to the plate, Gary Sanchez. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Off speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Out a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Well, I thought with 2 outs right there, that situation, he probably had the green light 3-0. Maybe he didn't get it where he wanted or get the pitch he was looking for, so he took it. And I think he's probably swinging here, too. 3-1.
There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2. Hit on the ground toward the left. Duffy fields it cleanly. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Nothing in the Yankees half of the first. Tampa Bay's first set of swings back. Michael Pineda gets the ball for the Yankees in this one. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, Matt, this guy's not going to blow you away. He's a consistent major league pitcher. Look, his ERA last year a little bit over 4, but he takes the baseball. And he's the guy who's going to take his lumps, but he's going to keep coming back at you. And I think we'll probably see that kind of performance today.
And as the Yankees get started here tonight, Harold, they were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game 1 of the season on the road.
Well, Matt, I tell you, it's fun to get the season going, and probably even more fun for them. They won the first game, and now you go to game 2 and won game 1 on the road. So you're feeling really good about your ball club right now.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, Evan Longoria has been tearing it up lately. He had over 90 RBIs last year. What a great season, but I think he could do even better. His goal this year, I think it's got to be 100 runs batted in. He's that kind of a hitter.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's out number 2.
Batting third. Designated
Digging
hitter,
in, Corey Dickerson. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. And now a pitch on the way. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know, Jansen's a guy that's not worried about all the metrics. He's going to call his zone. And if you're pounding the ball in one spot, he's going to call it, particularly off the plate.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. 1-2. Here it comes. Hit on the ground out to short. Gregorius is there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. We are still scoreless. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Greg Bird.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1.
Well, that was a pretty good swing right there. Tough changeup. Back-to-back changeups. He fouls it off. Now you get the pitch you want, because I can't see him throwing another changeup right here.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. There's Starlin Castro. He'll follow next. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Now a swing and a ball hit pretty well down that left field line. This has a chance, and it is gone. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. Second home run early in the year as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, this is what I would call one of those good news, bad news scenarios. The good news is that he didn't have to face the cleanup man in the first inning. The bad news is he led off the second inning and absolutely destroyed that ball for a home run.
Here's Starlin Castro.
Second baseman. Starlin Castro.
As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here. Nobody out. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A changeup right on the outside corner for a strike. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that one stayed too low apparently. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss as Castro here for the first out.
Well, let's take a look at the Rays defense, brought to you by Majestic. And yes, they are moving all over the field. They love to shift heavily into the analytics, and they really move players around playing the percentages. You'll see that a lot in this game today.
Didi Gregorius comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
He just scorched that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Matt Holliday standing in now as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. A 1 pitch on its way. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. Here's Chase Headley. Lifetime history with Alex Cobb. Just a 2 for 14 line to show for it. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. Ground ball right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Yankees are off and running early thanks to the solo home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 New York. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Baseman, Evan Longoria.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gardner going back. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo shot for Evan Longoria. Second home run early in the year, and with it, the Rays have drawn even at 1 apiece.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
Batting fifth, second baseman.
Stepping in now, Brad Miller. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
A high fastball is in there. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
And this is taken in there by Ellsbury for the first out.
Batting sixth.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Into the windup and the pitch. Look out, and that'll give him a close shave.
Well, a pitcher can tell you a lot early in the game. With this veteran pitcher out here, fastball in. To me, it looks like he's going to try to take that inside half and say, that is mine.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
I like that pitch right there. You know he's keyholing you 2-0, and you put one right on the corner. He's not going to swing at it. And now all of a sudden you're back in the count again.
Swing and a liner. Foul. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2. Colby Rasmus is on deck. Here's a pop-up now. Headley on the move. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Batting seventh, left fielder.
Coming to the plate now, Colby Rasmus will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Well, he gave up that leadoff home run, and I thought, uh-oh, he's in trouble. But he's done a nice job bouncing back.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Aaron Judge, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Aaron Judge.
Third inning underway now as a curveball misses here to start things out. It's 1-0.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. And he will make it into second with a two-base hit here to begin the third.
Managers these days like to think of that nine-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the 1-0. A little bouncer. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. There's a changeup over the outside corner. Bounce to first. Morrison's there, and it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Up next,
digging in to try it again. Brett Gardner. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him, and here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance. Gary Sanchez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. The Yanks leave one. Home half of the third coming up. Tied at 1. Now at the plate, Steven Souza head-to-head against Michael Pineda. 9 base hits in 19 tries. He's also taken him deep 4 times. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Well, Matt, we've watched him struggle early, but you always talk about in-game adjustments. Right here, he jumps on the first pitch. They look more aggressive. They look like they've changed their whole game plan to come out now and start firing on all cylinders.
Into the box now, Logan Morrison, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Takes something off, but it's 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. He's running towards second, and this one's in the dirt. Pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, and he'll make it into second easily with a stolen base.
Once the catcher realized that pitch was going to be a worm burner, I think he gave up on worrying about trying to throw out the stealing base runner. That was a good job of just keeping it close and preventing the runner from maybe going all the way around to third.
Payoff pitch one more time, and he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. None out, runners at first and second. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
2-0 pitch on the way, and he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. Now the double steal is on here, and he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Sent on the ground out to second. He'll go to the bag for one, on to first, and they get them both.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Matt
Coming to the plate now, Matt Duffy, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Pineda pauses. Here's the first pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle, scooped up on the backhand. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the top of inning number 4. All tied at 1-1. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Greg Bird. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Bird.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Tell you what, I'm already taking inventory in the 4th inning here, Matt. His secondary pitch has really been effective. He's used it well. He's getting a lot of good results from it. I just wonder if they're going to make an adjustment as the game continues.
Throw to first in time. One gone here in the 4th.
The batter, number 14.
So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And you can see both guys into the 90s. One guy well into the 90s. 97 versus 91 on the top velocities so far. Starlin Castro is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Line drive to center field. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Here's Didi Gregorius, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. 1-0 count. Here it is. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
The difference maker in this outing than others is the two-seamer. He's doing whatever he wants to do with that ball. It's moving all over the place.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a two-seamer, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3 On to the bottom of the. So striding in, Corey Dickerson comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Corey Dickerson.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
And a neck-high fastball that time. Now a ball sprayed foul into the seats near third. Here's another 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another 1-2 delivery. And a fastball just a bit high.
Seems like he's thrown everything at him, the kitchen sink, and he just fouled him off. So he tried to throw something right there and make him chase, and he didn't. So I don't know where he goes from here. That was the 5th foul ball in this at bat. He's seeing a lot of pitches.
Now another 2-2. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. One out here in the Tampa Bay 4th. And standing in here is the very dangerous third baseman, Evan Longoria. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Longoria waiting on the 1-0. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. Brian Mitchell comes in unexpectedly from the pen in relief of his injured teammate.
Brian Mitchell.
And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Squared that one up just a little late. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Judge is right there. And there's the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 13, second baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brad Miller. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
I'm looking forward to this at bat right here, Matt. 2 outs, base is empty, and you got the power guy at the plate. He's going to let it fly. He must. I guarantee you he will.
Grounded to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Digging in for his second at bat, Matt Holliday. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. And a fairly generous strike call there on a pitch that looked off the plate. It's strike 1.
Matt, I'm a little surprised he's throwing as well as he is. He's pitching less than 40% first pitch strikes, and it's either very deceptive or his stuff is electric to the hitters. Usually that doesn't happen when you're behind that much to have this kind of success.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Here's Chase Headley. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Headley.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Now another 1-2. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. On to first, and Headley's retired here, 2 away.
The right fielder, number 99.
Here's big Aaron Judge. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Into the windup and the pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1.
Well, that's 2 quick outs, and he's got a low pitch count. Really being aggressive in the zone has forced him to swing the bats. He's economically low in that pitch count. He's got a chance to go deep in the game.
Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
A swing and a miss there. 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a little blooper to center. Kiermaier coming on. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Striding in once again,
And
Wilson
leading off
Ramos.
for the Rays.
He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Catcher, Wilson Ramos.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gardner ranging back. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's 1 away.
Left fielder, Colby
And it looks like the
Rasmus.
Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Colby Rasmus is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
And he comes back with 1 in there for a high strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. At the
Right
plate,
fielder number
Steven
20.
Souza. He reached on a single in his
Souza.
first try. Left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. We've played 5 full,
Leading off
tied
for
at
the
1
Yankees.
aside.
Center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Jacoby Ellsbury is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Now the pitch. Way outside. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hot shot to third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting,
Here's
left
Brett
fielder,
Gardner now. It's
Brett
been an 0 for 2
Gardner.
effort for him to this point. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard down the line from his bottom. And the throw will get him at first as he threw that one while sitting on his wallet. And there are 2 away.
Catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Striding in once again, Gary Sanchez. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
3-0 now.
Well, he doesn't have any walks yet. He's going to have to come in the zone right here and really avoid throwing that first walk of the game.
Here it is on 3-0. And he misses, ball 4.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
Digging in once again, Greg Bird. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1.
Seems like he's just lost the strike zone these last several pitches. He's got a walk, and that pitch right there, that wasn't even close.
Change up low, 2-0.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
The 2-0 on the way. And not the kind of swing you're hoping for on 2-0 as they bunch him up inside. It's 2-1 now. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Well, that changeup right there sets up a lot of things. Now the count's 2-2. He can come back in with a fastball, and it's going to look like it's moving a little bit better. Or he can go back to that changeup.
In the dirt. And he is safe at second, and the wild pitch here could prove costly with 2 away. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. The 3-2 one more time. And this pitch misses here as well. Back-to-back walks now, but at least that'll put the force back in order here.
The batter number 14, second baseman.
Here's Starlin Castro. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Breaking ball taken right down the middle.
Well, the Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
Ready with the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is caught as he had to go a long way to get there, but he pulls it in right in front of the stands to retire. Digging in to try it again, Logan Morrison. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Logan Morrison.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Two and 1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And that one misses. So the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Kiermaier.
First offering on its way. And he just misses with a curveball. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And he misses again. Ball 3.
Well, he walked the first batter of the inning. Now he finds himself down in 3-1 count. I tell you what, he's in danger right here. Got to throw strikes and get back in this thing, because walking and bad counts adds up to a big inning for the offense.
A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Great recognition. He's looking for a ball up. That breaking ball hung, and he stayed with it. When they're up high, let it fly. When they start out low, you got to let it go.
In now, Matt Duffy, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Comes set, and the 0-1. Ball 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Judge sprinting after it. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with one away.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Corey Dickerson is in for the third time as he looks at a ball high. It's 1-0.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch. Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you could bet he's not going to hold back.
And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Ready for another shot now, Evan Longoria. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And Longoria swings right through that one as he's behind 0-2 now.
He's falling behind right now after that swing right there. Now he's 0-2. And 0-2, choke up a little bit and try to put the ball in play. You just got to be in battle mode right now.
Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
It's a big spot, Matt. You know, I like how he's pitching, though. Get him 0-2, you waste 1, and now you got to expand the zone still and see if he'll stay aggressive and chase a pitch.
Line towards center field. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And that'll bring home the runner from third to make this a 2-1 ball game.
2 out, 2 strikes, down to the last strike of the inning, and he's able to hang in there and drive the ball for a base hit. Good job of battling right there.
Into the box, Brad Miller, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch in there, and it's even at 1.
There's 2 pitches in a row, Matt, that were away. If this is any indication how he's going to pitch in the rest of that bat, he's saying you're going to beat me the other way. Nothing inside for him to pull. If you want to hit it, take it the other way.
Swing and a ball sliced fouled into the seats down the left field line. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
In the dirt here. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now. 3-2. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch. The hits lead to a run here for Tampa Bay. We're through 6 full. It's the Rays 2 and the Yankees 1.
Leading off for the Yankees, shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Didi Gregorius is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now a southpaw up to throw in that Tampa Bay bullpen. Sent on the ground out to second. That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Up next for the Yankees.
Now the Rays manager is going to take that slow walk out toward the mound, and he has signaled to the bullpen that's going to be all for his starter, Alex Cobb. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Danny Farquhar will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Matt Holliday is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And that's swung on and fouled straight back.
He's right on that breaking ball. That's pretty good timing right there, especially following up after a fastball.
Curveball that time, not even close.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Chopped foul wide of first. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And this continues right on through him as he couldn't knock it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that puts the tying run at second and the go-ahead run at first base. If you can get that knock or get that guy in from first base, you know you've got a chance with that bullpen to hold it up.
Chase Headley is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. From the stretch. And this one's in the dirt. The runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? And the throw will go to second as they get the force out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Into the box now, Aaron Judge. On the bunt attempt is popped up. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Now a foul tip, but it's held onto behind the plate, and that'll go down as a very important out number 2. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Adam Warren from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And this is fouled at the plate.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I think, Matt, that was a result of the fastball the pitch before. He's throwing so hard, you got to honor that fastball in that situation.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Now at the plate, Colby Rasmus. Head-to-head with Adam Warren. 1 for 3.
Colby Rasmus.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
Swinging on 2-0, and it's chopped foul at the plate. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Well, he's out in front of that breaking ball right there. Not surprised. I was after that fastball. Nice job of pitching, kind of keeping him off balance.
Third foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Another foul ball, and this battle will continue.
That's 4 foul balls in a row. He's battling, no doubt.
The 2-2 one more time. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
On the ground to second. Glove by Castro. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Well executed 2-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Ready for another chance? Steven Souza. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. We'll see the speedy Brett Gardner start things out when we come back. It's the Rays 2 and the Yankees 1. Xavier Cedeno has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Here's Brett Gardner now. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. In there at the knees, strike 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss as he's just behind the breaking ball.
Well, that was an awful late swing on a curveball. One of 2 things. He either didn't pick it up or he was sitting curveball and had his mind made up that he was going to swing, and the break broke before he expected it.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. There's our line score for the ball game thus far. We're in the 8th from Tropicana Field with Tampa Bay on top and trying to hold on. Ready once again, Gary Sanchez. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball two. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Here's a little chopper up the middle. A barehanded play by Miller. How about that?
There's just something about a barehanded play that gets you out of your seat. The way the fielder glides to the ball, grabs it with an open hand, and often begins his throw without even looking at the base. Whoo-wee, these players make it look so easy, you forget how hard it really is.
Greg Bird stands in as he looks at ball one here. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. The pitch. Right side. Morrison will take this over to first, and with that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're down 2-1. Jason Shreve will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. Stepping into the box, Logan Morrison. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Changeup called strike one. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Fouled back.
Well, I think he's trying to get that two-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
Again, he sends it out of play. He'll try again. 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Ready on 1-2. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball two.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. At least he held up. He must have been guessing.
And he missed with this one up around the noggin. Now it's full. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Bonnie finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. It was a single for him in his last at bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Lefty versus lefty, and the first pitch misses for ball one. The 1-0 delivery. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. 2-0 count. Here it comes. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Matt Duffy will be next. He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he takes ball four, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Hey, 3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
And he'll get back in safely. Matt Duffy is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Here it comes. 1-0. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The batter, number 10,
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Corey Dickerson. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Right over the middle, knee high. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he'll dive back in safely. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. And a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. A high fastball is in there.
Well, he got that first pitch, got him looking right there. With a star hitter like this guy, it is always good to get ahead in the count.
From the belt, the pitch. And there's ball 1. Here it comes on 1-1. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Rays strand a pair. They lead it 2-1. Nighttime here in the Tampa St. Pete area as we welcome you back for the 9th inning in this one on MLB Network. Alex Colome comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Here's Starlin Castro. He'll start things out against Alex Colome. He'll try to close the door in this one.
Starlin Castro.
Check to swing there and pops this one up. And that'll be a base hit. So they couldn't ask for more as the possible tying runs aboard to kick off the 9th.
Up next for the Yankees, shortstop.
Time called here as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there.
Aaron Hicks.
Here's Didi Gregorius. They'll be looking for some to the gap and drive home that tying run from first. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a bunt attempt here, and this will be swept away in foul territory, and we'll see if they try the bunt again. A 1 pitch on its way. Now a bunt attempt here, and he'll just scoop this away to make sure it stays foul. So we'll see if they keep the bunt on here with 2 strikes. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd. So the count holds at 0-2.
He's just fouling them off so he gets something he wants to hit.
And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. From the belt, the pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. A runner at first with no outs here. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Matt Holliday standing in now. Last time through was a base hit.
Hitter, Matt Holliday.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. 1-0 count. Here it is. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike. 1-1.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Hey, 90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a 1-run game, so That's a little risky, but hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And this will be fouled away.
Now that's some good hitting. You hear the cliche good hitting, but that is. He fouls off a changeup with 2 strikes. Very difficult to do.
The 1-2 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Working for the punch out and the offering. There's a swing and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. And as Yankees fans here on television quite frequently, see ya. So a 2-run shot for Matt Holliday, number 296 in his career. As the Yankees move out in front here, it's now 3-2.
I can tell you one thing, you might get away with throwing the ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Now batting.
Here's Chase Headley.
Chase Headley.
As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Miller is there, and the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time, and we'll have to see how they want to score that play. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to center field. Kiermaier is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Brad Boxberger is forced onto the mound now following the injury. He'll get as many warm-up tosses as he needs as a result. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hot shot on the ground to short. Played on the backhand. He'll go the short way to Miller, and that ends the inning. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. Last chance for the Rays coming up, and New York has taken a 3-2 lead. Aroldis Chapman enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
54, Aroldis Chapman.
Ruben Tejada will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Number 30, Ruben Tejada.
Coming to the plate now, Brad Miller. He'll be the one to greet Chapman, who looks to put an end to this one.
Second baseman, Brad Miller.
Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. The 1-0 pitch. And this will be fouled away. Chapman ready, the 1-1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Ready on 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Here comes the first pitch. Wilson Ramos is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
Well, that pitch gets your attention right away. That's that ball up and in. The hitters get back there and they go, hey, that could end my career. That ball's a little too close to my head.
Here it comes, 1-0. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Bases are empty, one man out. Another one sent foul. Again, a 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Popped high in the air. Bird is under it near the mound, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting,
Ricky Weeks will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
number 8, Ricky Weeks.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway.
Well, this is kind of the life of a pinch hitter. You maybe get one at bat a game, and it usually comes against a relief pitcher that's absolutely throwing bullets at you.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind at the top of the ninth. Then they can't get it done at the bottom and come away with a loss.
Three to 2, the finish in tonight's game. Chasen Shreve claims the win out of the pen, his first. Aroldis Chapman earns the save out of the bullpen, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Harold Reynolds, the lefty Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees. 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Rays, 2 runs on 5 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 55 minutes.